This place is my own, Penang, my new home.
Hello everybody and welcome to Penang, my new home. My name is Timothy and once again I'm here to provide you another episode of this channel which is created to help people who are planning to move to Penang, whether from other states or from other countries. In our previous video, I did an explanation of the Penang LRT Mutiara Line, and as I've promised in that video, I'm going to start now a series where we are going to look at every LRT station. Well, to be honest, not every single one, because the first LRT station, which is S01 Silicon Island Station, is now still out at sea and has not been built. So I'm not going to touch that one. So we are going to go. Our very first station is going to be S02, the second station on the line, which is the Permatang Damar Laut LRT station. Permatang Damar Laut station would be the southernmost station on Penang Island for the LRT line. And some of you are going to say, but who will want to stay there? If you have to ask that, then possibly not you. But I can assure you that everywhere on Penang Island there will be people staying and they will have good reason for staying there. So it doesn't mean that everybody is going to stay in the city center or everybody is going to stay in Tanjung Tokong, because if that were the case, then Tanjung Tokong or the city center would be absolutely crowded. However, every single place in Penang, there would be a good reason for someone somewhere to want to stay there. And what I do with this channel is to provide you all the information so that you can make informed decisions. So now, the Permatang Damar Laut LRT station, as I mentioned, is the southernmost station on Penang Island and is in a more serene part of Penang Island. And that might be one of the reasons some of the people might want to stay there. Another reason is that it is just one station away from the Penang International Airport LRT station. So while you might not want to stay at the airport itself, and probably there's no estate near the airport itself, you might want to stay one station away from the airport if you have to use the airport quite regularly. And now, in this channel, we are going to look at the location and also what are possible real estate or properties in the surrounding area. But before we do that, let's go on the ground and take a look at the location of this station. I'm now at Permatang Damar Laut, which is the location of the Permatang Damar Laut LRT station. I'm going to turn around and you can see actually the plane is flying down. Yeah, there's a plane flying down. But the reason I'm here is to show you this location, which is going to be the future Permatang Damar Laut LRT station. I'm going to turn the camera around. Okay, so this is the area. And as you can see, this is Jalan Permatang Damar Laut. It's a very, very busy road. Yeah, it's the road that connects Bayan Lepas down to Batu Mount. And, well, I would expect that the LRT station will be somewhere at this road itself, because otherwise it would not be practical for anybody who is staying here. And on this side, you can see this is the country lane to Permatang Tepi Pantai, Permatang Tepi Laut. So this is a very much rural part of Penang. I'm walking this way to show you how it looks like over here. So you can see that much of this place is still underdeveloped. A short distance from here is a development called London Pavilion, which will be a 46-story condominium. But other than that, you will see that this area is largely a village, a Malay village. And further down here along this road is Kampung Binjai. So this is a village area. Where I am now is called Permatang Tepi Laut, and beyond it is called Kampung Binjai. So this also is another road to Permatang Tepi Laut. So yeah, so this is a road to Permatang Tepi Laut. And as I walk this way to show you this area, you will see that the LRT station will be somewhere here. it would not be practical if you put the LRT station far from the main road, because most of the people will be using the main road to access the LRT station. And I'm walking towards a river right now. That is the Sungai Bayan Lepas, which flows from the Bayan Lepas waterfall. I've done a video on the Bayan Lepas waterfall before, and you can see it. I'll put a thumbnail here to show you which is the video for the waterfall. And we are now beside the river. We are now beside the Sungai Bayan Lepas. Sometimes it's called Sungai Tiram, but I believe that is not quite correct. The name of this river should be Sungai Bayan Lepas. I'm walking this way right now, and you can see there are some workmen working at the river. Let me come this way. And here we are at Sungai Bayan Lepas. This is a estuary of Sungai Bayan Lepas, and in a very short distance, about 200 meters from here, you will have the sea. So this will be the S02, the second station of the Penang LRT Mutiara Line, after the first station, which is the Silicon Island LRT station. So this, my friend, is how the place look like for S02, the Permatang Damar Laut LRT station. Next, let's look at the location of the station on Google Maps. And here I have it. It is the one numbered number 2, because the first one, this one would be the Silicon Island LRT station. The exact location I will be improved on it over time. So now I'm going to go in here, and you will see my guess is that it's going to be somewhere here, maybe here. Somewhere along this road will be the LRT station. It will most likely be elevated above Jalan Permatang Damar Laut itself. And as you can see here, this is Sungai Bayan Lepas, which I showed you just now. And the likelihood is that the line is going to go along Sungai Bayan Lepas en route to the airport itself. So if you follow the canalized portion of Sungai Bayan Lepas, you will reach one side of the Penang International Airport. And so somewhere along the way, there is going to be the LRT station. The location of the next station, the Penang International Airport LRT station, might possibly be here. Okay, but what we are concerning ourselves with today is this station and what we have all around it. And now let's look at what we have around this station. Next, let's look at the distances between this station and the surrounding villages. I am hoping that if the government were to build this station, they would also introduce feeder bus network to provide last mile connectivity between the bus stops as to the station itself, so that not everybody is going to stay in immediate proximity to the station. But if there is a feeder bus system that takes passengers from different parts of this southern part of Penang Island to this station, then the traffic to this station will be more viable, and this will be a logical place to have the station. So now let's look at various villages and what are their distances to this station. The station itself is located at Permatang Tepi Laut. Okay, over here is the Permatang Tepi Laut. So if you are a villager staying in Permatang Tepi Laut, well, the station is just within walking distance. However, if you are staying at Permatang Damar Laut, this whole area is the village of Permatang Damar Laut, and the distance is roughly about 1.7 kilometers or 3 minutes by car, because you have to cross through this flight path of the Penang International Airport. So this is just an approximation for Permatang Damar Laut. And also, if you are staying at Kampung Binjai is just within walking distance of the station. Next, if you are staying in Batu Maung, and this will be the nearest station for you, even if you are in Batu Maung is 4.6 kilometers away, and so definitely there would need to be a feeder bus system. There is an existing bus service rapid Penang bus service on this route. So even without a feeder bus, yes, the people can already take a commuter public bus all the way to this station from Batu Mau, and the distance is 4.6 kilometers. As for the village of Teluk Tempoyak, the distance is 5.2 kilometers across this hilly part. So again, there probably need to be a feeder bus to ferry passengers from Teluk Tempoyak. And finally, if you were to stay in Teluk Kumba or in Sungai Batu, from Sungai Batu to the station, it would be 4.3 kilometers or about 8 minutes by car. So this is an approximation if you were to stay in Teluk Kumba. If you are to stay anywhere further, then it would not be entirely viable to use this station. There are other stations such as the Penang International Airport Station and the Sungai Tiram Station. The next thing is to look at existing or properties under construction in the vicinity of the Permatang Damar Laut LRT station. So here we are. If you are planning to purchase a property in proximity to the Permatang Damar Laut LRT station, what are your options and how far are they from this station? The nearest property to the Permatang Damar LRT station would be London Pavilion, which is presently under construction. And yeah, I will do a separate video on London Pavilion so that you can know about it and the amenities around it. But nevertheless, the distance from this property to the station is approximately 750 meters. You can cover it on foot. Yeah, it is still near enough to cover on foot in 11 minutes. And next is Sanway Casia. Sanway Casia is this housing estate over here in Permatang Damar Laut, and the distance is 2.7 kilometers. You may need to take a bus or you may have to drive to reach the station. So it's going to be about 5 minutes driving or 2.7 kilometers from Sanway Casia housing estate. The next one is Sunway Tunas Jaa, another Sunway development, also a landed property. This one is 2.7 kilometers away or 5 minutes from the station. So for those of you who are thinking of staying in proximity to this particular LRT station, these are some of the housing estate or condominiums that are closest to it. So these are just some examples. I won't go through every single one, but just to give you an idea of the distances along the main road. The next one is Sunway Mutiara, which is still a little distance away. This one is 3.5 kilometers or 6 minutes from the station. And then on the other side, this is on the Teluk Kumba side. This area is now called Bukit Belah or Teluk Kumba Heights. There is this property called Platinum Tree. The distance from Platinum Tree to this station is 4.1 kilometers or 8 minutes. So about 8 minutes from this area. So by choosing this one, all the other properties in proximity, the distance will be more or less the same, about 4 or 4.1 kilometers. And last of all is Sajana Heights, also in this area, in the Teluk Kumba area of Bukit Belah part neighborhood of Teluk Kumba. The distance is 3.8 kilometers or 6 minutes from the station. So this one, let's say this is the distance going this way to the station, and there is a U-turn here. This is because it's going this way and making a U-turn and come back by car. If you were to go from the station to Sajana Heights, the distance will possibly be less than that because you have removed this particular U-turn. So this is just to give you an idea of the distance of landed properties as well as selected condominiums in the vicinity of this station. So there we are, our location review of the Permatang Damar Laut LRT station. And so, is this some place that you may want to make it your new home? I'm not sure. This is something that you may have to tell me because each to his own circumstance. If you're a person who need to use the Penang International Airport regularly, you want to stay in quite a rural part of Penang Island, then this might be a place for you. Also, this area is one of the few where you can still get landed property at quite a low price compared to other parts of Penang Island. So those are things that you might want to consider. I have also shown to you the distances from various properties to this location, and also give you an understanding of that location. In my next video, I will cover London Pavilion itself because it's a development that is closest to this particular station. So you can stay tuned to it, and better still, please subscribe to Penang My New Home YouTube channel so that I can keep you notified whenever I put out a new video. And finally, if you enjoy what you are watching here, please take a moment to give this video a like so that YouTube will share it with more people. After all, I want to increase everybody's knowledge of Penang so that everybody can make good decisions whenever they are in the process of purchasing or even renting a property anywhere in Penang. So once again, I thank you for watching this video, and I'll be seeing you again in the next one.
Penang, my new home. Wherever I roam, this place is my own.